sensors southwest of red element has prior engagement. Southwest will be grid approx 043 1 and 02. Go contact. Contact. Clear to engage.
Welcome to a brand new video series on how to JTAC in Arma. We're going to be covering several different topics on JTACing, what it is to JTAC, some of the skills involved, and some additional advanced tactics and techniques that we're going to get into with part of that controller process. Within Arma 3, a JTAC is ultimately a curator of a mission or an operation. Predominantly, if you're JTACing in Arma, you're going to be in a multiplayer or milsim environment. That means you have players that are on the aviation side as well as the ground side looking for an enjoyable experience. Part of being a JTAC means that you have to curate that experience for them. You're determining what air is able to engage on the ground. You're also determining what ground has available for their own engagements. It requires a lot of patience and maturity to determine that. Just because you can see it and you have the air assets to kill it doesn't mean that you necessarily should. And acting as somewhat of an intermediary between the experiences for all the players. Frag out south. Apollo, Vanguard, good guns, break. Reposition, IP Menon on hold. Slew sensors south, within 100 meters of our position. We are in danger close contact to the south. Multiple EI progressing in through the tree lines, along and across the MSR. Advise when visual, you're going to be cleared. Type 3. Our ultimate goal is to achieve a balance between realism, quality of life, and the physical limitations of the game. It's fantastic to say that we want to do X, Y, and Z, but if we're not actually able to achieve that within the limitations of Arma, there's not much point in bashing our heads against the wall if we're not actually able to make that happen. You may not have pilots that are capable or interested in filling the close air support role to the extent that you're interested in controlling. We have to remember during this entire process that ultimately at the end of the day, this is a video game and we're here to have fun. If neither you nor the aircraft that you're controlling are actually having fun throughout the process, then it's a fairly meaningless result and we may as well stop here. There are some basic requirements for controlling air assets within Arma. First of which is going to be a high level of map reading skills. That's something that we will touch on in this series, but if you're not already familiar with how to read the basics of a map, such as grids and topographic lines, that's something you're going to want to brush up on and improve your skill set in order to effectively get ordnance on the ground. Radio communications are also integral to controlling aircraft. That is your primary means of communication. A pen and paper are also very important. Even the best of us can't keep track of everything in our heads. There's a lot of numbers, there's a lot of details, especially when you get check-ins from the aircraft which list all of their armaments and ordnance. It's a lot to manage, and you're going to want to be sure that you can actually write that down so that you can recall it later for use. A few of the mods that we'll be featuring throughout this series are going to include the Task Force Airhood Radio Beta. This is going to allow you to communicate with the aircraft. In addition, we use the ILBE Assault Pack Backpack Radio mod. It includes a lot of additional features which are incredibly useful for what we are trying to achieve. The CTAB Blue 4 tracker allows you to increase your situational awareness and know what's going on the ground. CH view distance allows you to increase your view distance so you can actually see the aircraft as they're coming in on the approach. And BHC Map Contour is a fantastic mod which makes it significantly easier to read maps compared to the vanilla topographic lines. One of the best resources that's going to be available for referencing and additional learning is going to be the official US military JFire. Included are a bunch of diagrams and graphics on method of engagements, deconflictions, as well as reference tables for all the types of controls. YouTube videos showing actual JTACs conducting training are a fantastic resource as well. You're going to be able to actually listen to real-world comms between a JTAC and an aircraft and see examples of how you can be implementing those within the Arma environment.
Confirm you're going to be coming in from the northeast to the southwest.
Affirm for R1.
Okay, disregard altitude.
Saber copy. coming out of the south.
Saber cleared up.
Saber's out northwest.
Saber, good hit, shack, 1 for 1 target strike.